Praise the Lord. Hello, everybody. Welcome you all to this online transaction of 2nd PUC Mathematics. Dear students, today I will take you through the chapter number 8 of your 2nd PUC syllabus called Application of Integrals. Dear students, this comes after the chapter of integrals where we have seen the different concepts of integration. This chapter is totally the application of the concept of integration. Okay, you would definitely have a lot of questions on application of integration even in CET. Okay, so particularly for the concept of CET, this is a very important topic. Okay, and also if you can understand the concept clearly, this is also one of the easiest chapter also, because you can easily get the answers for the given questions on this chapter. But only thing is you have to know the concept very well, and also at the same time, if you are good in integration, if you can attempt the problems in integration, only then you can go for this chapter. Because if you are not comfortable with integration, then you cannot attempt any questions from this. But don't fear, because what you need from this chapter is just a basic formulas of trigonometry of integration, not much. Okay, if you know the basic formulas of integration, you can solve this chapter and get the marks allotted for it. And dear students, this is the 8th chapter, and remember, this chapter will just contain 2 questions. So one will be a 3-mark question, the other one will be a 5-mark question. So this chapter will just contain 8 marks. One is a 3-mark question, the other one is a 8-mark question. So because there are no 1 or 2-mark question, even if you skip this chapter for the main examination, you can still get 100 marks. But my advice is, please don't try to skip this chapter, because the problems in this chapter are very easy and you can easily solve it and get the marks allotted there. Okay, so before directly going on to the problem, the students, I want to just give you the basic of actually what is the application of integration. Under the application of integrals, we are going to see the simple concept called area under the simple curves. Okay, in your textbook you have the concept explained in detail. Okay, but I'm not going to explain this in detail, because that would be a hectic work. Because once, if I give you a small idea of what the concept is, once we start solving the problems, you will easily understand what is the concept is in detail. Okay, so first I'll just give you a brief introduction of what the area of under the simple curves is, and then we should directly go on to the problems. There we can easily clearly understand the entire concept in detail. Okay, I'm excited about the concept because this is the application part of any chapter. Probably every time students will be wondering, sir, what is the use of this chapter? Where do we use it? Okay, usually students ask this question particularly before any chapter of mathematics. So this chapter is totally the application of the previous chapter, which is integration. Okay, so let's not waste our time. Let's go on to the basic of area under the simple curves. Okay, dear students, so this is the concept of area under simple curves. Okay, now let me consider there is a small curve y is equal to f of x. I'm just taking a very simple curve just for give you the concept of area under the simple curves. Okay, now there is a curve. Let me take this curve as y is equal to f of x. Every curve will have an equation. So equation of this curve is y is equal to f of x, and this curve is between the values. You can see here, if you draw a line perpendicular to x-axis, we know that this, let me consider that this is a line x is equal to a. We know x is equal to a is a line parallel to y-axis. So I'm drawing, so this line would be x is equal to a. Similarly, this would be x is equal to b. Now I want to find out what is the area occupied this curve along x-axis. Okay, so what I'm going to do it is, it's a very simple thing. Generally what I do it is, I'll just take a small piece of the curve and find its area. Once I get this area, this area which we generally call it as the elementary area. Okay, and we extend this area from this point to this point. Okay, this is actually the concept of area under the simple curves. Okay, so if I want to find out the area occupied by this curve along x-axis. So what I do it is, area would always be given from, you take the limits from where to where. Okay, this curve will start from x is equal to a to x is equal to b. So area under the curve from limits from a to b. Okay, dA means, what is dA? Actually, we take dA is the elementary area. As I told you, we just take the elementary area and we extend it along the entire limit so that to get my full area. Okay, so area is a to b. So elementary area dA is given by y dx. Remember, if the if the curve is along x-axis, if you want to find the area occupied along x-axis, it is always y and dx, because the equation will be in terms of y. Y is equal to f of x. So it will be y dx. Okay, and y would be any given function f of x dx. So if you want to find out the area occupied by this curve along x-axis, you take area is equal to very simple formula, a to b f of x dx. Okay, I hope you have a small picture of what the curve is. Now, once we start solving the problem, you will easily understand the concept in detail. Okay, now in case the curve is along y-axis. Okay, so area bounded by the curve x is equal to g of y. Remember, if it is along y-axis, the curve will be of the form x is equal to a function of y. I have taken it as g of y. So area bounded by this curve x is equal to g of y and y-axis. So what is y-axis? This curve. Okay, this curve and y-axis. Okay, and the lines y is equal to c and y is equal to d. So I want this area, as in the previous case, a is equal to integral from y is equal to c to y is equal to d. Okay, remember, you are expanding or you are finding the area along y-axis. So you take it as x dy, because x is a function of y. You take it as x dy. If it is along x-axis, you take y dx. If it is along y-axis, it is dy. Okay, because and x would be a function of y. So it's a very simple formula. A is equal to c to d. Okay, there it was from a to b. It is just a constant. You need not worry much. So area from c to d, x dy. X would be a function of y. So once you know the exact curve, you can easily solve the area bounded by that curve. Okay. Okay, right. So this is the basic concept of area under the simple curve. Now before, dear students, we'll directly go on to the first question on the concept of the area under the simple curves. And today we would be dealing with the first part, that is the 3-mark questions on area under the simple curves. Okay, are you ready? Yes, we shall go on to the first question. Okay, students, my first question for the day is, find the area of the region bounded by the curve y is equal to x square and the line y is equal to 4. Okay, you are very familiar with the line y is equal to 4. Okay, you can easily draw the line y is equal to 4, because y is equal to 4 would be a line parallel to x-axis, isn't it? Y is equal to 4 would be a line parallel to x-axis. I'm going to give you the rough figure of this curve. But before that, I want you to just go through the basic formulas, the equations of standard parabolas, because most of your questions on 3 marks will depend upon the equation of parabolas. Okay, please remember, you have already seen this in the first PUC, conic sections. Okay, parabola. So, there are 4 standard parabolas, dear students. Remember, one is facing right, the other one is facing left. Here, remember, the axis of the parabola would be x-axis, vertex would be at the origin. Okay, please be careful. So, if the parabola is facing right, okay, let me say it is facing right. So, facing right is y square is equal to 4ax. This is the standard equation. In case if it is facing left, same thing, it would be y square is equal to minus of 4ax, because x is negative on this side. That is left of the origin, x is negative. Okay. In the same way, if the parabola is facing upside, Okay, if the parabola is facing up, then the equation of the parabola would be x square is equal to 4ay. Okay, remember x square is equal to 4ay. In the same case, if the parabola is facing down, then the standard equation would be x square is equal to minus 4ay. Okay, and one more thing, dear students, most of the questions in this chapter are based on either parabola facing right or parabola facing upside. Okay, and one more thing, you can see this curve. Look at this curve. You have y is equal to x square. Okay, you look at this curve. Y is, if you put a is equal to 1 by 4, you will get y is equal to x square or x square is equal to y. Okay, please remember, if the square is on y, then the curve is facing right or left, depending upon the sign. If it is positive, it is facing right, negative facing left. So if the square is for x, then the parabola will be facing up for positive value and down for the negative minus 4ay. Okay, I think this is sufficient for me to go on to the problem. This is a very simple problem which has been asked thrice for 3 marks in 3 different examinations. Very simple question. Okay, now I have to find the area of the region bounded by the curve y is equal to x square and the line y is equal to 4. Okay, please bear it. Now I'm going to draw the draw the picture diagram of this curve. So I've taken the coordinate axis x and y axis. So as I told you, the square is on x. So please remember, the square is for x. So this would be a parabola facing upside. Okay. So just take a curve. Y square is equal to x square is a parabola facing up. Okay, now after this you have to go for the line y is equal to 4. So we know standard equation of y is equal to constant is a constant function. You have seen this. So let me consider this as y is equal to 4. So let me name the lines, name the curves. This is y is equal to 4 and this curve is a parabola which is y is equal to x square. Now I want to find out the area bounded by this curve and this line. Okay, you can see here, we know that, remember, parabola is symmetrical about its axis. What do you mean by symmetrical about its axis? Whatever the area it will occupy above the x-axis, it is the same area occupied below the x-axis. Okay, now remember students, I want this entire area. Okay, I want the area occupied by this curve and this line. So because the curve is symmetrical about the axis, I will just calculate the area bounded by this curve, this shaded region. I will just find out this shaded region and I will find out the 2 times of this region. Okay, so my required region would be 2 times this shaded region. Okay, because this is the first question, I'm explaining everything in detail. Once you go on to the second and third questions, you would be more thorough to solve the questions. Okay, now please bear with me, dear students. A good or a nice figure will give you 1 marks in the examination. This is a 3-mark question. A correct and a good nice figure will give you 1 mark. Okay, so once the diagram is ready, please see how I'm going to write the area. So required area is equal to, what is the required area? If this is origin O, let me take this point as A, okay, and if I take this point as B and this is C. Okay, actually what I want is the required area is O, A, B, C, O. Actually, please be careful. Okay, the required area is O, A, B, C, O. But I'm not going to find out the entire area, but I will write this as 2 times shaded region. Okay, what is shaded region here? O, A, B, O. You have to start and end up there. Okay, very simple. So this is nothing but 2 times. Now what does the curve start from? The curve will start from y is equal to 0. That is x-axis. So the integral is from y is equal to 0 to y is equal to 4. So a to b will become 0 to 4, and the curve is, remember, along y-axis, isn't it? So because it is along y-axis, the area formula is x dy. So this is nothing but 2 times of, remember, you have to make this ready, because y is equal to x square. Your x would be, what is x would be? You will actually get plus or minus root y, but I will just get root y because I am dealing with area which cannot be negative. So I will take this x as root y. Okay, once this is ready, I'm going to easily get the solution for this. So 2 times integral from 0 to 4. What is x? X is nothing but root y dy. Okay, so this is nothing but 2 times integral from 0 to 4. Y power, actually root is nothing but y power half dy. So this is nothing but, I hope you remember the formula, integral of x power n dx would be x power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. Actually plus c it is. Okay, but I'm not going to take plus c here because I'm going to deal with the definite integral. So this would be nothing but 2 times integral of y power half would be nothing but y power half plus 1 divided by half plus 1 within the limit 0 to 4. Very simple result this is. So this is 2 times integral of y power half plus 1 is actually is nothing but 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 within the limit 0 to 4. Okay. So this is nothing but 2 into reciprocal of 1 divided by 3 by 2 will be 2 by 3. Now apply the limits. So it will be 4 power 3 by 2 minus 0 power 3 by 2. Okay. So this is nothing but 2 into 2 is actually nothing but 4 by 3. Always remember a power, this is just for your using for smart work. Okay, a power 3 by 2 is nothing but a power 1.5. So it is actually a root a. Okay, so 4 power 3 by 2, I'll write it as 4 root 4 minus 0 power 3 by 2 is 0 itself. So this is nothing but 4 by 3 into actually root 4, actually again we know it is 2. Root 4 is 2. So this is nothing but 4 2s is 8. 8 4s is 32 divided by 3 square units. So this is my required area. You can see here, this part is actually very easy. It's a very simple integral this is. You will easily get the solution here, but only thing you should be careful is the curve. How you're going to plot the curves, and you can, once you do it and find out the region which your required area. If you can find out your required area, then the rest of the work is very, very simple. Okay. Now I hope you are happy with this kind of solving, because it's a very simple procedure here. You can easily get 3 marks from this. Okay. So once the first question is ready here, and I will go on to the next question. Okay. Shall we move on? Okay. Okay, students. So the next question is, find the area of the region bounded by x square is equal to 4y. Once again, you have square for x. So that means this would be a parabola facing up. Okay. So for your benefit, I'm going to write a parabola which is facing up. Okay. So let me write this as equation x square is equal to 4y. Remember, if the square is for x, axis would be y. Okay, so x square is equal to 4y. Find the area of the region bounded by the curve x square is equal to 4y. Y is equal to 2. Okay, let me draw a line. Y is equal to 2. Okay, let me write y is equal to 2. This is the line. And y is equal to 4. Actually, you need a line. Y is equal to 4. So let me draw a line. Y is equal to 4. Y is equal to 4. And the y-axis. Actually, what is y-axis? This one. Okay. So I want the area of the region bounded by the curve x square is equal to 4y. Y is equal to 2 and y is equal to 4. Okay. Now can you tell me what is the required area? Please be careful, dear students. This question was asked in the year March 2020. Curves are ready now, but one condition is in the first quadrant he is saying. So, if he had not given y-axis, if he had just given you this curve and two lines, then my required area would be these two area. But because he is telling y-axis in the first quadrant, so actually this would be my required area. Okay, so I need not take 2 times because this is my required area. So let me take this area, point this as A, B, C and D. Okay, and you can also see here the curve is starting from y is equal to 2 to y is equal to 4. Okay, so I have to I'm finding the area along y axis, though I have to find out the value of x here. So we know that x square is equal to 4y, therefore x would be nothing but root of 4y. Again I'm telling you, you are supposed to take plus or minus. Because the area is positive, I will just consider plus. So this is nothing but, we know root 4 is nothing but 2, so you just get 2 root y. X is nothing but 2 root y. Let me take it as equation 1. Okay, therefore required area. Let me directly go on to the solution. Required area A is equal to integral from A to B, remember x dy. Okay, so that is nothing but integral from, what is A? A to B means here y is equal to 2 to y is equal to 4. So it is 2 to 4. Now what is x? Actually x is nothing but 2 root y. So it is 2 root y dy. Okay, once this is ready, next step is very simple. So this is nothing but keep the constant outside 2. So this is integrated within the limits 2 to 4. We know that root y is nothing but y power half dy. You can see here, this is actually the same thing what we did in the previous question, exactly the same. So integral of y power 1 by 2 is, I'm going to write it directly, it is y power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 within the limits 2 to 4. Okay, so that is nothing but 2 into reciprocal of 3 by 2 would be 2 by 3. Now let me apply the limits. So it is 4 power 3 by 2 minus 2 power 3 by 2. Okay, so this is nothing but 2 into 2, it is 4 by 3 into, as I told you, power 3 by 2 means 1.5. So that is nothing but 4 root 4 minus 2 root 2. Okay, so this is nothing but 4 by 3 into, as I told you, root 4 is nothing but 2. So 4 2s will be 8 minus 2 root 3, and this is enough for me to give you 3 marks. In case if you, this is enough, or else you can take 2 common outside and write 2 into 4 would be 8 by 3. Remember 2 is already taken outside, so it will be 4 minus root 3 square units. Okay, so this is my required area. Always have the habit of framing the final answer, because that would give a clear picture of your exact answer. So dear students, you can see here, this is very easy question. If it is asked in the examination, you can easily get 3 marks. But only thing is, you should be careful enough to finding the required region, which is the shaded region, neatly. Okay, right. So we'll move on to the next question. Okay. A small correction, dear students. I just made a small mistake. It is actually not root 3, it is root 2. Okay, so it is 2 root 2. So you can take it as root 2. I'm very sorry. Please make a correction. So it is required area would be 8 by 3 into 4 minus root 2 square units. Okay, right. We shall move on to the third question. Okay, so the third question we have is, find the area of the region bounded by the curve y square is equal to 4x and the line x is equal to 3. This question was asked in March 2015 and 2019 for 3 marks. Okay, so dear students, please be careful. This is a curve y square is equal to 4x. This is very similar to y square is equal to 4ax, isn't it? So we know that the square is for y, so the axis would be x-axis. So because it is 4x, so the parabola would be facing right. Okay, this would be the required curve here. Y square is equal to 4x. Let me write this. Y square is equal to 4x. Okay, and the line x is equal to 3. Actually, what is the line x is equal to 3? You can, let me say, this is the line x is equal to 3. Okay, so I actually want the area, this area. Actually, area bounded by the curve and the line means actually this is both area. Okay, because the curve is symmetrical about axis, I will just take 2 times the required area. Okay, this shaded area I'm going to take 2 times the shaded area. Okay, is it clear? Did you follow the reason why I'm taking 2 times? Because actually I'm supposed to get this area also, but because the curve is symmetrical, I will take it as 2 times. So this is origin. Let me take it as A and this point as B. Okay, so the I want the value of y now because the area would be y dx. So we have y square is equal to 4x. Therefore, y would be root of 4x. This is nothing but root 4 would be nothing but 2. So this is 2 root x. And let me take it as equation 1. Okay. Also, remember the parabola, just it would be better if you know this. The parabola is symmetrical. It is symmetrical about its axis. You need not write this, but you have to know this. Okay. Therefore, required area. Therefore, required area A is equal to shaded region. Remember, 2 times the shaded region. Okay, 2 times shaded region. So what is the shaded region? O, A, B, O. Okay, so 2 times the shaded region, O, A, B, O. So that is nothing but 2 times integral from A to B. Actually, this is y dx. So this is nothing but 2 times integral from A would be 0 and B would be 3. Okay, so in limits 0 to 3, we know y is nothing but 2 root x dx. Okay, again these are very simple equations here. 2 into 2 would be 4. Integral from 0 to 3, root x means x power half dx. So this is nothing but 4 into, we have just done the same thing in the previous 2 questions. Integral of, x power 1 by 2. X power 1 by 2 integral is x power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 within the limits 0 to 3. Right? This is nothing but 4 into reciprocal of 3 by 2 would be 2 by 3. Let me apply the limits. 3 power 3 by 2 minus 0 power 3 by 2. This is nothing but 4 2s are 8 by 3 into 3 and 1.5 means, as I told you, it is 3 root 3 minus 0. Okay. So this is nothing but is actually 8 by 3 into 3 root 3. Okay. So 3 and 3 gets cancels. So it would be 8 root 3 square units. Let me take this as required area. You can see here, not much work to be done. Okay, once this is very clear for me, this will easily follow. Okay, so I believe that you can attempt this question if it is asked in the examination for 3 marks. Okay, yes Raju, are you following it? I think Suchitra is very happy about this question. Everybody, for that case, everybody is watching the video. I believe that you are capable enough to solve this question, because if you are watching this video, that means you are thoughtful about trying to solve this question in the examination. Okay, so these are very easy questions, dear students. Only thing what is required is a clear understanding of the question and the concept of the area occupied. Okay, fine. So this is the end of the third question and we shall move on to the next one. So the next question we have is, find the area of the region bounded by the curve y square is equal to 9x. Again you can see here square is for y, so axis would be x-axis. So let me draw the parabola as y square is equal to 9x, it would be a parabola facing right. It would, okay dear students, it would be a parabola facing right. I think you can easily draw this diagram if you can practice it. Okay, so the parabola is facing right, and the lines you have, x is equal to 2. So I'll draw the line x is equal to 2 and the line, let me say x is equal to 4. Okay, so remember you have to write down the curves so that it would not confuse. So x is equal to 2, x is equal to 4, and this is the curve y square is equal to 9x. Okay, remember, and the x-axis, remember, so this is the x-axis. In the first quadrant he is saying, actually if he had told you area along the area bounded by this curve and two lines, then this would be these two areas. Because he's telling you that in the first quadrant, that means my required region would be only so much. That is the shaded part. Okay, you have to understand the question neatly, then the working becomes very simple for you. Okay, so shall we start? So actually we have y square is equal to 9x, therefore y would be root of 9x. We know 9 is a perfect square for 3, so this would be root 9 would be 3 root x. Let me take it as equation 1. Okay, so therefore required area, therefore required area A is equal to, okay, shaded region, let me call it as A, B, C, D. So shaded region A, B, C, D, A. Okay, so that is nothing but, it is along x-axis, isn't it? So it is integral from A to B y dx. Okay, so this is nothing but from what to what, the lower limit is x is equal to 2 to x is equal to 4. So this will be 2 to 4, y is nothing but 3 root x dx. Okay, so 3 is a constant, you can keep it as it is. So this is nothing but 3 into integral from 2 to 4. Same curves are following here. You can see here. Once again you are getting x power 1 by 2. So this is nothing but 3 into, what is integral of x power 1 by 2? So it would be x power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 within the limits 2 to 4. Okay, so this is nothing but 3 into 2 by 3 because reciprocal of 3 by 2, and that is nothing but 4 power 3 by 2 minus 2 power 3 by 2. Just substitute the upper limit minus lower limit for the in place of x. Okay, so this is the nothing but 3 and 3 gets cancels. You are just left over with 2. Now 4 power 3 by 2 is nothing but, as I told you, it is 4 root 4 minus 2 root 2. Okay, right. So this is nothing but 2 into, we know that 4 root 4 is nothing but 8 because root 4 is 2, 4 2s is 8 minus this is 2 root 2. Okay, so you can either write it as 8 2s it is 16 minus 2 2s 4 root 2. Okay, so or else you can take a common, it's up to you how you are going to keep it. If you want, you can take 4 common and write 4 4s are 16 and write 4 minus root 2 square units. Remember, if you can write at least this much, at least until this step, you will get 3 marks in the main examination. Okay, so this is the area bounded by the given curves. Okay, right, very simple question, isn't it? If you can practice it, you can easily solve this if it is asked in the examination. Okay, dear students, we are moving on to the next question. Okay, dear students, the next question we have is, find the area of the region bounded by the curve y square is equal to x. Again, you can see square is for y, so the curve would be a parabola which is facing right. Okay, so parabola facing right. Okay, and the lines x is equal to 1. So draw the lines. Let me say this is the line x is equal to 1, and the line x is equal to 4. Okay, so you can neatly draw however you want. Okay, don't worry about the scale for this curve, because this is just for your, to give you the idea of the required area. Okay, so x is equal to 1, x is equal to 4, and the x-axis, remember x-axis means this, in the first quadrant. So this question is similar to the question which you have already solved. So the required area would be this area, isn't it? Okay, right? So this curve is actually, you can write here, this is y square is equal to x. Now you can see here, we have y square is equal to x. Therefore, y would be root x. Okay, right? Therefore, let me write this: required area. Required area A is equal to, what is A is equal to? Shaded region. Shaded region. What is shaded region? Let me call it as A, B, C, D. So shaded region A, B, C, D, A. Okay. Therefore, so A would be nothing but integral from A to B y dx. Isn't it? Y dx. So this is not, the limits are x is from 1 to 4. So you have to take it as 1 to 4 y dx. What is y? Simply it is root x dx. So this is nothing but, we have already seen it, integral of root x means x power 1 by 2 is nothing but x power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 within the limits 1 to 4. Okay, so this is nothing but reciprocal of 3 by 2 would be 2 by 3 into, let me apply the limits here, 4 power 3 by 2 minus 1 power, 3 by 2, right? So this is nothing but 2 by 3 into 4 power 3 by 2 is no, as I told you, it's 4 root 4 minus 1 power 1 and a half is 1 itself. Okay, so this is nothing but 2 by 3 into, we know that 4 root 4 is nothing but 8, because root 4 is 2, 4 is the 8 minus 1. Okay, so this is nothing but 8 minus 1 is 7, it is 7 2s is 14 by 3 square units. Okay, so this is the required area. Okay, these are actually simple curves. There are variety of questions on finding the area area bounded by the given curves. But because this is the first session, we are taking some simple curves. Okay, remember this question was asked in the year July 2014, and also it was given in the March 2019 third set of question paper. Okay, this was not given for the main examination, but it was given for preparatory for practice for March 2020. Okay. Right, so this is the answer for the given question, and we are moving on to the one last question for the session. Okay. Okay, students, so the equation goes like this. Find the area of the region bounded by the curve y square is equal to 4x. Again, you can see here, square is for y, so axis would be x-axis. So because it is plus 4x, it would be a parabola facing right. Okay, would be a parabola facing right. Okay, so I've taken a parabola facing right and y-axis. So what is y-axis? Actually this, please be careful, this is a quite different question. Okay, this is a variety of question compared to the previous ones. So y square is equal to, I can write this as y square is equal to 4x. Y-axis is already ready. This is y-axis, and the line y is equal to 3. Remember, y is equal to 3 would be a line somewhere here. Okay, let me draw this line. If you go on, this would be a line y is equal to 3. Okay, so actually I want the area bounded by this curve and this line. So actually this, my required area would be this. Okay, so very as I told you, a different question here. So you can take this point as A here. Okay, and this point you can take it as B. Okay, and also it is along Y, and you can see here you are taking the region along what? Y axis, not along x axis. So you want the value of x here. Actually you have y square is equal to 4x. Therefore x would be y square by 4. Let me take it as equation 1. Okay, therefore let me write, therefore required area A is equal to shaded region. Okay, so required area is shaded region OABO. Is it clear? OABO. Therefore, what is that OABO? This is nothing but area within the limits A to B. Remember, this would be x dy because the axis is along y. So, x dy. This is nothing but, now A to B means y is varying from 0 to 3 here. Okay, so this would be nothing but 0 to 3. What is x? Y square by 4 dy. Okay, so this is nothing but 1 by 4 is a constant. So I can take it as integral from 0 to 3 y square dy. So this is nothing but 1 by 4 into integral of y square would be y power 3 divided by 3 within the limits 0 to 3. Okay, so this would be 1 divided by 4 3s is 12. Let me keep it as it is. So this would be 3 cube minus 0 cube. Okay, so this would be nothing but 1 divided by 12 into 3 cube. What is 3 cube? 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27 minus 0 cube is 0. So this would be 27 by 12 square units. Okay, this is my required area. Is it clear, students? This is a very important questions and very easy ones also. Only thing is you should have the idea of the basic curves given and the concept of basic concept. These are all basic integration functions here. Okay, very simple ones. If you can practice, I believe that you can definitely solve this if it is given in the examination. ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂದಿನ ಸೆಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಚಾಪ್ಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ 8ನೇ ಚಾಪ್ಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಗೆ ಬರಬಹುದಾದಂತಹ ಏರಿಯಾ ಅಂಡರ್ ದ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕರ್ವ್ಸ್ನ ಒಂದು ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 6 ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇದರ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ಬರೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಏನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನು ನೀಟಾಗಿ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದಿನ ವೀಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಚಾಪ್ಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಿಂಗ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ತುಂಬ ವೆರೈಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ ಥರ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಸೆಷನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವೆರೈಟಿ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಮುಂದಿನ ಸೆಷನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಿ ಬನ್ನಿ. ನೀವು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ಸರಿನಾ? Okay, dear students, I hope you would have understood this session well. I believe that you have enjoyed this video also. If you have liked this video, kindly like it and share and subscribe our channel. Okay, dear students, so thank you for watching the video. We'll come again in the next session with the continuation of this topic, area bounded by the simple curves. Okay, so until then, take care and bye.